Good afternoon. Thank you. That's a little better. I want to welcome you all to my office. I'm sorry my air conditioning is not working at the moment, but thank you for all joining me. So this is a labor of love. If you really think back on how long this project has been in the planning, it's been about a decade. We bought the property next door over there. That's the one that has grass, probably 10 years ago. And I think I personally negotiated the sale. So that's how long ago it was, before we had attorneys. No, they don't let me negotiate anything anymore. But I'm Mary Marks, and I'm the president and CEO at PACE, which means that I have the extreme pleasure of overseeing all 21 PACE centers in the state of Florida, of working closely with the Florida legislature. Thank you very much for the appropriations that keeps all of our PACE centers functioning. And then I also get to work with all of the amazing 600 PACE team members and the over 4,000 amazing PACE girls. So I have a great. And we also have programs now in Georgia and South Carolina as well. So we're sort of marching up the East Coast, because all girls need PACE. And we all know that. So there really are kind of three of our most valuable assets that I want to talk about today. And that's the reason we're all here. The first is those amazing, bold, brave, resilient PACE girls. Let me hear it for my PACE girls. They are the reason we all get up at PACE every morning and put the feet on the ground. It's for them because we're there for the ups, the downs, the joys, the tragedies, the sorrows. But at the end of the day, it's when they walk across that stage and graduate, and we know they're going to college, and we know they're going to go on and become successful tax-paying citizens of this community. We know we've done a good job. So we're here for them. So they are our number one most valuable asset. So let's hear it for the girls here. Our second most valuable asset are those incredible team members who walk shoulder to shoulder with them each and every day and make sure that they're learning, that they're gaining, that their mental health is strong, and that they're achieving those goals, and they're there when you fall down, and they're there to help you get back up. So amazing team members at each of our centers. A shout out to the team members here today. You work every day. I want to thank two in particular. We have our fearless leader, and everybody knows that Amy is dogged in her pursuit of whatever she chooses. And has been dogged in the pursuit of this building. So thank you, Amy Mavis, for being an amazing leader. And then and Christy Haley for really being the driving force behind it. I'd also like to acknowledge some of our national office staff who are here today, who are going to be the driving force behind, once the shovels go in the ground, are going to make the magic happen. So our architect from Clark Floor is here. Where are you? We have Heather Lovejoy and Ray Garcia, who are on our construction team. Oh, and Adam. So they're, once the shovels go in the ground, they're going to make the magic happen. So thank you to them. And then finally, the most important reason that we're here is to thank you. Our third most valuable asset is you, the community, that rallies around these girls, that supports the staff, that came together to make this vision a reality. And thank you to the County Commission for your support. Thank you to Congressman Buchanan's office for your amazing support. So many people in the audience to thank. Thank you to the Kiwanis Club. Thank you to the school board. Thank you to the board members who have stood by here every day. Our school board, but we all know that none of us, not a single one of us, would be here today if it were not for John and Amanda Horn. So they did a dogged pursuit of raising money during COVID and did it very successfully. They were continuing to knock on your doors. I'm sure you all know that. Thank you to all of you who have really made this happen, because you rallied around PACE. You recognize the importance of these girls, that these girls are our next generation of workforce in this community. They're our next generation of leaders in this community. And most importantly, they're our next generation of mothers in this community. And so we deeply appreciate how you rallied around them, because when they're successful, we all benefit. So thank you so very much for joining me in my hot office today for this important time. And I think now I'm going to introduce Tara.
Thank you, Mary. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Tara Polton. I'm the District Director for Congressman Vern Buchanan. And with me today is my daughter. This is Marianne. Marianne will be 10 this summer, and she's a rising fifth grader. So I thought it'd be pretty neat for her to see this happening. So again, thank you so very much for the invitation. Hopefully you all know, but Congressman Buchanan is such a big supporter of PACE Center for Girls and its mission. In fact, he really wishes it could be him up here instead of me, but I promise to do the best I can on his behalf. So it is our honor to support this project. You know, making a difference in a girl's life is challenging. It's hard work. But at PACE, they put their girls at the forefront of everything. And the impact it's having on our community, just as Mary has already said, is truly remarkable. I think it's also so important to note that PACE is a bit of a unicorn. There are no other programs like this anywhere else in the country. No other school offers year-round intensive academics combined with a full spectrum of counseling, therapy, and health services, all for girls. PACE, you are already a success story here in Manatee County. And with this larger, newer facility, the opportunities to reach more girls is endless. So congratulations.
Back to Mary, back. Oh, no, back to you. Oh, Commissioner Kevin Van Ostenbridge.
Thank you, Tara. All right. So the opportunity, and I'm just here speaking for the board as a whole, but the opportunity came through Christy. I don't know where she went. There she is. So you think we get you a better seat? Okay. So the opportunity came through Christy. She came to the office and sat down with me and presented the capital campaign, told me that Kiwanis was on board, and of course the Bishop Foundation, which I don't know if we call the Bishop Foundation anymore, but they were on board as well. Mary Parker Foundation was on board, and it seemed to fit the mold of what the commission has been doing lately, which is we've been trying to, we don't want to be in certain businesses, but we want to help those not-for-profits because the county is growing, it is expanding, and we're expanding all over the place. And so these one-time capital investments seem to be the smart way and the prudent way for us to go, and then allow not-for-profits and allow the community to pick up the mantle from there and carry it forward and do the operational side of things. And yes, the school board, of course, has a role to play. The community had really stepped up. Congressman Buchanan at the federal level had stepped up as well. And so we felt that at our level, it was important for us to step up and make a contribution too. And as you went around to the board, we're a younger board than years past, meaning the actual board members themselves are a little younger than they have been in years past. And we've George, I would say we've really identified with like Parks and Rec, and a lot of us, have kids who are that age, that active age. And so there's been more of a focus, I think, on girls as well, whether it's girls sports in Manatee County or whether it's girls that are falling behind academically and need that helping hand up within our community. And so anyway, there was unanimous support from us. We were so happy to do it. PACE is a phenomenal organization. You have community leaders like John and Amanda Horn. John Horn's been on this board and raising money for charities for a long, long time. And that makes you a old guy. Yeah. Makes you a great guy, of course, that too. But an old guy. Yeah. But yeah, there's just such a tremendous board that we have here, and it shows why the board was quick to jump on, and it shows why the Mary Parker Foundation, which is kind of a lot of those directors are sort of steeped in the history of Manatee County, and the Kiwanis Club as well. Talk about steeped in the history of Manatee County, those board members as well. And we all saw the bright star in our community that PACE is, and we were all more than happy to be a part of this. So thank you so much, PACE, for everything that you're doing for Manatee County. And now I introduce the old guy in his trophy wife.
My much better half, right? Thank you all for being here. This has been a long time coming, and I've been asked not to drop any numbers on you because I keep raising them. And so I was given explicit instructions not to mention numbers. So far, I'm doing pretty good. Amanda has been part of PACE for, I think, 20 years. And when we started dating and learning more about each other, it was probably one of the most prideful things she spoke about in the community was PACE. And so I got to know PACE, and together we've tried to stay very active with PACE. But what it is it brings the whole community together. It truly does, because who doesn't want to help girls? I'll get through this. Who doesn't want to help our girls, right? You look back at how it started here. Amy's, you want to talk about old guys? Yeah, we don't want to start there. And she's got just enough water in that bottle to heave it at me. So I'm going to be very, very cautious. But we did put together a great group of people. And if we were just sitting here, I was looking at the people that have invested, have become part of this, listening to Tara talking about the federal level, KVO talking about how the county commission, George has been so supportive of us. Everybody's been supportive. But you look around at this community, the school district is here. Where's Omar? I just saw it. You're the man. You are the man. And then it's Kevin. Kevin works at the county as well. Kevin busted his hump to get us through the zoning and all of that today. The man is a superstar. He really is. But it's people in our community that care about our community, and they all came together. So if you look at that list and you look at everybody, there's some big donations on that list. Every one of them are big. And then there's some huge donations on that list. So it has been everybody coming together to help keep our community good, because it takes everybody to keep our community good. And by that, I mean, we've got to make sure all the girls are safe. All the girls are helping us. I was in the hospital 2 years ago, the other day. And and one of the girls came in and she's like, oh my gosh, it's John and Amanda. And it was little America, who was a PACE girl. And she's now, I think, leading up the phlebotomy department at Manatee Memorial Hospital. So we're producing phenomenal people from PACE Center for Girls, and they're staying in our community and they're helping our community. And there's nothing you can say about that. And so anytime we've gone out and asked people, hey, we're raising money to help PACE so that we can enlarge the building, so we can get to more girls and help more girls, nobody said no. I mean, they're just like, we want to help the girls. What can we do to help? So our job's been easy. Our job's not quite finished. Not quite finished. I won't give numbers, I swear. However, we've written down.
But so close.
We are so close. So we will keep asking. We will keep pushing, and we will get to the goal that we need to open this place. We're excited to see shovels going into the ground today. Looking way back 3 years ago, you're like, oh, we'll never get there. We'll never get there. Everybody said it's COVID. You'll never raise money. You'll never be able to do it. And we all got together. We've got the greatest committee that has worked their keisters off. So we're fortunate to be in our Bradenton, Sarasota, Manatee area. So thank you all for being here. We're excited that Half Acre is going to take the shovel after we put it down. And what did you say it was going to take you? 2 weeks? No, you said 2 months. Sorry, my bad. 2 months, you'll have it done. And if you need anything in the county, Kevin will take care of it for you. Or Kevin, yeah, or George. I'm going to let Amanda finish this up because we are appreciative to be here. We appreciate that all of y'all have helped us. It's not us by any stretch. There's a lot of people in this room that have helped. Thank y'all all so much.
I just want to say thank you to the incredible staff at PACE who make everything happen. They're the boots on the ground, and the girls. The girls, you're amazing. And I'm so proud of you, and I can't wait to see the future that you have. And thank you all for supporting them. So thank you.
At Pace Center for Girls, we provide the full academic school day and comprehensive wraparound social services that include mental health for middle and high school age girls. And we've been serving about 100 girls a year in the Manatee community. But with this new facility, we'll be able to serve substantially more girls, meeting the need. Currently, the CDC has released a report about the state of mental health for girls as a result of the pandemic, and it's the need is great, and it's twice as much need for girls as there is for boys. So we'll be able to provide those wraparound services as well as begin to partner with the public schools and provide services in the schools. All of the girls who attend PACE are from Manatee County schools. So these are girls that need a little extra support. Perhaps they've had some trauma in their lives that they need the comprehensive wraparound services from mental health counselors and therapists so that they can be successful in the classroom. So many of the girls will come to PACE, catch up academically, learn how to manage through the trauma they've experienced, and then go back into the public school. So it's a really seamless partnership in which the schools become a referral source for PACE, and then PACE refers them back into the schools. There's so many stories at PACE of girls' success, and many of the girls come to us having been severely disappointed by the adults in their lives. Either they didn't believe they could be successful, or in some cases there was violence in the home. Or violence in the community that girls were victims of. So they come to PACE often at a very low point in their lives, and it's that kind of trauma impacts their thinking, it impacts their behavior. So it's what's causing them to come to PACE, but they're also behind academically as a result. It's hard for them to be successful in a classroom that's got so many students. So we have a very small ratio of students to teachers, so 1 to 12 in the classroom, so each girl can get individualized academic support as well as individualized mental health support. We're continuing. This is the first of many groundbreakings. We're building 3 other PACE centers currently, and a few more are in the plans. But in terms of how the girls come to us and then how they leave us, so many girls in the Manatee community. I had the opportunity to meet several this spring. Entrepreneurs. One works for the sheriff's office as a dispatcher. One started her own business. Another has her own beauty salon. Another was a private flight attendant on a private airline. So amazing things that girls are going on to do after PACE and as a result of PACE.
We are super excited at PACE that we are finally breaking ground. This is a project that we had a vision for, and we had our first meeting in November of 2014. We bought the property next to us in 2015, and we started raising money 4 years ago in the heart of COVID. So it's really super exciting. So we built our original building in 1996, and to be honest with you, we had a couple of computers at the time. We didn't have much technology. As my IT department always says, I forget Manatee's IT is held together with a paper clip, a rubber band, and some bubble gum, right? So we're really bringing it into the century of technology as well as safety, as well as adding in different components that will outreach into the community, adding additional classes to serve more girls and additional services. One of the things that we're super excited about is we'll have an industrial kitchen. So we'll be able to provide breakfast and lunch on site for all of our girls, as well as a full health clinic. We have a nurse, but they've always worked out of just a little small office space. We'll have a full clinic to provide services to our girls. We have some really amazing partnerships of people who deeply believe in the mission and vision of PACE. And it started with the Deerbrook Charitable Trust and Larry Clark, who invested the initial $1 million into our program as a matching grant. And this community matched that almost instantaneously, from the Kiwanis Foundation to individual donors to the Bishop Parker Foundation. All of these amazing, they were over there, all of these amazing donors really answered that match right away. Secondarily, Representative Vern Buchanan secured a $2 million community investment grant that really has allowed us to spring into more. You know, when we envisioned this back in 2014, this was a $2 million project. Obviously, things have changed a lot since then, but really the individual investments are really what makes it so special. So we know that when we change a girl's life, we are changing the fabric of the community. As Mary said, we are changing her family. We're changing her as a mother. We're changing her. Just today, one of our team members said they went to the dermatologist's office, and when they saw the insurance card, she said, I went to PACE. That is what we really want the community to know, is that we are taking girls who are in danger of dropping out of school, whose future may be limited, and we're really giving them hope and an opportunity for a better future. And now, since COVID, we're really seeing that need even more. We're seeing sixth graders who 4 years ago were in second or third grade and did not have the opportunity to practice those social skills that they need to be successful in the community. So consequently, they're not doing well in school. So we're really seeing that change. And that's what we're here for. We're to give them hope for a future. Absolutely. So we have people who donate all the time to PACE. We have volunteers who serve on our board, who do drives to benefit the girls, who buy ducks in the Lucky Ducky Race for PACE. Somewhere around here, you saw Quacky running around. We have tutors who come in and provide tutoring services for the girls who need one-to-one help. All of that is where this community comes together. And what is so amazing about PACE is all of our 21 PACE centers throughout Florida and in Georgia and South Carolina, all of them are supported deeply in the roots of the community where they're located. What I really want the community to know is about our PACE girls. Oftentimes people think, who are these PACE girls? And what I want the community to know is these PACE girls are girls who have realized at a very young age that they don't like the trajectory of their life. They don't like where it's going. They don't like, and that is such a hard concept to understand and embrace when you're 12 or 13 or 14 years old. And so because PACE is a voluntary program, our girls choose to come to PACE. They choose to come to PACE and learn new skills so that they can be better citizens in our community. And that's what's really remarkable. We say, if you know a PACE girl and you know the PACE program, you cannot help but fall in love with what we're doing here.
I have been involved in PACE Center for Girls for, I think you were correct, 25 years. So when I first came to Manatee County, I met a lady who was on the original board, Sandy Grosclose, and she introduced me. And I ended up hosting cocktail parties and fundraisers for them. Then I met John.
And she introduced me to PACE Center for Girls. And so I've been involved with PACE for 18 years.
Yeah. And I was on the board for 15 years.
You know, PACE Center for Girls, you see immediate good results. I mean, that's probably the thing that sticks with you the best. You walk around, you see the girls and how they're working hard to better themselves. And this just provides a place and a support group that helps them do better for themselves and to get back into the community.
And I think what makes PACE so special is, first of all, the wraparound services that they provide to not just the girls, but their families. And when you change a girl's life, you change the future of that family. because she will be the one to have a family of her own, and she will bring all of those skills that she learns at Pace to the next generation and forward.
The first thing I always think of when we approach business people is stop by, come take a passport and see what we're doing with the girls at Pace Center for Girls. So you can see firsthand, because that's all it takes is to see what's going on, to see the smile on these girls' faces, and to see the transition from hating to be in school to love being in school. And that's hard for a lot of people. We all hated school, I think, when we were young, but this makes them enjoy going to school. It's the camaraderie of being around just girls, and that helps teach girls better. It truly does.
And I think too, remember, they're going to be our future taxpayers. They're going to be, your nurse when you go to the hospital. They're going to be your pharmacist, and your phlebotomist, like America. And so we have to invest in our youth, and we have to invest in the future. And these girls are our future.
I just haven't wiped the smile off my face or the tears out of my eyes today, just to know that we're getting that much closer.
Yeah. Because
I believe Amanda had her first committee meeting more than 10 years ago on trying to determine, do we expand where we are? Do we tear it down and start over? Do we move to another location? So she put a committee together of local business people, real estate, all these different people to determine what's the best. That was 10 years ago. And here we are turning dirt today. So to see them come and, with the bulldozer, knowing that we're going to start making progress here shortly, I can't get the smile off my face.
We're so grateful to the community for supporting us and for being a part of this incredible project. And I'm so excited. I can't wait for the ribbon cutting.